Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Dollars. Welcome back to the channel. It's another day, another dollar video. This time we checking out the Trap Geek Pooh Shiesty video, The Real Menace of South Memphis. I know you guys are gonna hit me up to react to this. Some of y'all have already, and I'm excited to check this one out. Pooh Shiesty is a artist I just started finding out about not that long ago. I think the first time I heard of him, when did I hear Pooh Shiesty? I don't remember, but it was recently. And I fuck with Pooh Shiesty, think he's dope, and I'm interested to see what Trap Geek has to say about him. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, don't forget hit that like button, subscribe. Let's get it.
On some real shit, I gotta keep it so 100. I ain't never like you, cuz. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't never like your ass. I ain't never liked you, cuz. You know I ain't like you. In the street, like we ain't gonna talk about that on here though.
Sliding on the E-way and you know we bumping breaking news. B72, bitch, I'm signing Mr. What to do. No, I ain't gonna screw. Now I'm smiling.
What I'm gonna say is too, Memphis is known. Memphis is known. We gonna leave it at that, right? Like they don't play over there. I heard about Memphis, man. Y'all don't play over there. Shout out to Memphis.
When I was
Hey,
hustling,
2-3 with the drum
I
like
always was
LeBron?
playing Memphis rappers. I felt like they had such an underground scene. That's what I gravitated to. Like the most gutter music is what I want to hear.
Police and prosecutors say Pooh Shiesty was part of the group that ended up in this parking lot that October afternoon where the shots flew, and it happened right across the street from the police department and town hall here in Bay Harbor Islands.
That's how they on it?
Probably the most requested artist for me to make a video on right now is Pooh Shiesty. It's
Yo, Trap Geek, what's up, bro?
one of the biggest movements in rap and is coming out of Memphis, but for a lot of folks, it feels like he came out of nowhere. Last week, Shiesty was second only to Drake for the most streamed artist in the country.
Damn!
There's a reason everyone's drawn to him. Pooh Shiesty's crew, Chopper Gangs, gotta be one of the wildest in the industry, and the music reflects it. Doesn't matter how many billboards all over the country have his face on it. Doesn't matter he's signed to a major label deal with Gucci and Atlantic, selling 60K the first week on his debut album. Shiesty will still rob a dude in Miami who was trying to sell him weed and some Jordans, stick 2 shooters on the guy, sending him to the hospital, escape in a green McLaren, get arrested, bond out, and leave the state in a private jet.
Yo, bro, can we say allegedly? The way you stating it is like it's a fact. Like you was there with him. We gotta say allegedly, bro. We don't know if that was him. You feel me? Just to be safe. Like, damn.
Saying the two
This guy's
left
crazy,
the state
bro.
in a private jet. Who, they got the right guy?
See, Shiesty keeps his circle small. You basically gotta give your life to Chopper Gang just to be around. Chopper Gang Hank, he's locked up for an attempt murder, allegedly shot up a car and paralyzed the dude in a bad case of mistaken identity. Chopper Wop, he's down for a murder and 2 attempts. Even Shiesty's best bro, Big 30, who was signed to a deal way before Shiesty was, getting tens of millions of streams a month, he got booked 2 weeks before Shiesty did on felony drug charges in Alabama, got
Damn.
extradited back to Memphis for another pending case he was already fighting, made bond, and released the song first day out. But most of the mainstream was not tuned in until Lil Durk.
It's like every rapper that gets locked up and they come out, their first song is called First Day Out. That's the trend right there. If you get locked up and you come out, their song is gonna be called First Day Out.
Dirk and Shiesty came together to make the song Back in Blood. And while most fans were focused on Dirk in the wake of the Quando and Vaughn situation, the entire city of Memphis was focused on Shiesty's verse. Because he wasn't just rapping. Shiesty was
He was
talking
dissing his
about
ops.
a specific event that happened where he and 2 members of his crew went to a rival house in Memphis and robbed a bunch of guns from them. That's why in the lyrics he says, "Yeah, you know who took that shit from you, come get it back in blood." On the song, Shiesty's talking directly to them.
We ain't mad, Scott. We want you to see this face. You nigga know who it was did that to y'all. You nigga know.
The rival gangs called EBG, and them and Shiesty have had problems.
What I want to say is, you see, us as fans of entertainment and music, we love that shit, right? We love to see a upcoming artist and he lives what he's talking about. But that energy that Pooh Shiesty got, if he keeps it up, that's gonna be a detriment to his career, y'all. You know, cause he has a promising career. You could say he has his, pardon the noise. You could say he has a promising career. You could say he made it. Feel me? He was second only to Drake and as far as streams and numbers, and he's still out there committing crimes. That's crazy. Feel me? I mean, you could give him $1 million or, you know, multi-million dollars and he still wouldn't care. Like, he would jeopardize that. So somebody needs to talk to him. Maybe Gucci Mane could, you know, mentor him and tell him, listen, you know, I got too much invested in you. Take it, you know, chill out. But who knows, man? Because he has that energy, that bad guy energy, that he loves to be the bad guy. So let's see what happens.
Problems for many years locally in Memphis. EBG being from the north, Shiesty being from the south, it plays into this divide that's long existed in the city. But now the Back in Blood song is worldwide, hitting the number 8 spot on Billboard charts, getting 50 million views on YouTube in 1 month, forcing already. EBG, who aren't even rappers, to respond over the same Back in Blood beat.
That's crazy. Like, when you're not even a rapper, but you have to like just respond to somebody dissing you, and you're forced to become a rapper. Like, they all shooters and they like, what? This? Oh, nah. Everybody's probably working on that verse. Like, you got a bar for this verse? Yeah, take this bar. Yo, come up with, like, everybody's working together on this one verse just so you can have a response.
The real Chopper Gang.
Their remix got taken down a bunch of times, each time getting hundreds of thousands of views in days. So EBG dropped a second diss track, this one called Rumors. They even got Quando Rondo to make an appearance, taking collateral shots at Dirk just for being on the original song with Shiesty. Now, we're gonna get into all this, but first, check out my song of the day. This is some motivation from my guy K Johnny. Let's go.
Nah, we're not watching.
The gold rush for artists. Everybody's getting signed. And the reason is, Memphis has one of the rawest, most authentic cultures. But there's a lot more to it than good music and good barbecue. Memphis is the heart of the Bible Belt, with more churches than gas stations. On one hand, it's that southern hospitality, home of friendly folks who work hard to get by, but on the other hand, it's extreme violence, making Memphis the third most dangerous city in America. It's rural country, so practically everybody's tooled up, and folks have paramilitary weapons. In areas like the South or North Memphis, your life expectancy is 20 years shorter than other parts of the city.
Right now, in some neighborhoods in Memphis, families are sleeping on the floor to avoid being hit by gunfire from outside. For some, they live in a war zone.
For Pooh Shiesty, he's from the Cane Creek Apartments in South Memphis, just 15 minutes from Moneybagg Yo's hood, the Walker Homes, not far from Young Dolph's neighborhood in Castalia, and black youngsters around.
Alright, so this makes me wonder, is Pooh Shiesty cool with Moneybagg Yo? Because I know Moneybagg is signed to, what's this guy's name? Yo Gotti. And Yo Gotti had an issue with Gucci, and Pooh Shiesty's Gucci Mane's artist. I don't know. Somebody let me know in the comments.
On the way too. Pooh Shiesty growing up was very much on that killer be killed energy. Let his boy Big 30 tell you, at age 11, Shiesty thought he was American gangster, getting arrested and expelled from middle school at the same time, forced to wear an ankle monitor. See, Shiesty followed in his pop's footsteps. Pooh's father was a known gangster and founder of the record label Mob Tie.
Wow. It's in his blood, y'all. Look how young he is, bro. Already displaying that behavior.
I'm forced to wear an ankle monitor. See, Shiesty followed in his pop's footsteps. Pooh's father was a known...
Now, this is the picture right here. That's crazy. This should be an album cover, bro. This should be an album cover. Look at that, bro. Since birth, he was bred to be a G. It's in his blood, man. That's crazy.
Getting arrested and expelled from middle school at the same time, forced to wear an ankle monitor. See, Shiesty followed in his pop's footsteps. Pooh's father was a known gangster and founder of the record label Mob Ties. In 2006, one of his artists, who went by the name Miscellaneous, got into a triple shooting at Yo Gotti's birthday bash. The club managers knew that Yo Gotti and Miscellaneous were beefing, and instead of canceling the event, they hired 35 security guards using 4 metal detectors to screen the crowd. It didn't work.
Like that's
that
gonna
same
work.
year, Shiesty's father was convicted of being an accessory in the murder of a local female DJ, which put him on supervised parole. Even with the law breathing down his neck, his pops was still hustling for almost a year, bringing in money under the radar from a trap house on a street called Porter. The house fell on a dead end and looked like it had been abandoned. But little did Pooh's father know, Memphis police had been monitoring the spot for months. One day, his father was in there. They had the measuring cups by the stove, the digital scales on the kitchen counter. One of them had weed, the other had cocaine. Suddenly, there was a loud boom as the front door busted open, and cops bursted in, rushing apartment 3 that was just raced up the stairs. As the cops ran up, this 75-pound pit bull came sprinting around the corner and leaped at their necks, so the officers shot it 3 times before the dog retreated to the kitchen and later died. In the chaos, you could hear yelling, "Go, go, go," as people ran from apartment 3 to apartment 4, trying to escape. Glass shattered as folks jumped out the window, leaving Pooh's father in the kitchen, cornered by police. They told him to surrender, and he did, leaving the officers with 12.5 grams of coke, 8 pounds of kush, and $10,000 cash.
This shit sounds like a
took
movie,
from
yo.
Pooh's father's left pocket. With his pops in and out doing Fed bids, Shiesty was running around a badass little kid, jumping people, finessing people. That's how he got the name Shiesty. And Memphis is a small world, everybody knows each other. Shiesty even went to Central High School with some of the people he's into it with right now, like the main rapper from EBG, E Jizzle. But Pooh's reputation began to travel. In high school, he expanded his circle, clicking up on some plans to get money by any means. Together with his childhood friend Big 30 from Whitehaven, Little Hank, Antwop, and a few others, they came up with the name Chopper Gang, and it stuck.
Chopper Gang shit. Chopper Gang shit, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We ain't got a prop to crop out here. We be real, we slugging shit. Nigga ain't gonna die. We gonna come chop nigga whole block, street, whatever.
He said, we slugging shit. Nigga ass gonna die. No diss to y'all, man. That's just funny how they talk, but you don't want to fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. Like what I said earlier, man. I heard Memphis ain't no joke, bro. And they all got choppers, bro. Legally.
Within Chopper Gang, there are various members that come from big sets that are prominent in the area. What a lot of people don't know, Memphis has every single national gang and more. It's extremely active, with this new trend towards hybrid gangs, smaller mobs, and cliques within the sets going renegade, warring with each other.
See where there was an older person running everything, but it's been changing a lot, and a lot of these young kids with these offset groups, they're totally different.
More little cliques or little gangs that seem to be particularly violent and need less and less of a reason to resort to shooting a gun.
One story of a guy named White Grape, or White Boy Kenny, who went to Central High School with Pooh Shiesty and them, and was known for having girls lined up like a buffet. He was a member of Chopper Gang who got initiated into the Grape Street Crips. They beat the shit out of him, took a photo that went viral as he became an official Grape Street member. But one day, White Grape allegedly got his gun robbed from him, so Chopper Gang had to cut ties with him, basically disowning him. Only for White Grape to catch a murder case months later after a drug deal went wrong and clients tried to pay him with counterfeit money, so he shot and killed one of them. Now, Chopper Gang continued spreading their enterprise, planning bigger licks that brought more danger.
Looks like they should have kept him down with the team. Listen, anybody could get robbed. You know, the best of the best could get robbed, so I don't know why people look down on that. Like, sometimes people get the drop on you, bro. But this is like, makes you think like, bro, that life is crazy. Why would y'all want to live that life, bro? Like, you gotta always look over your shoulder, always be on guard. You can't trust nobody. It's just shootouts every day. Like, that's not the life nobody wants to live. Feel me? But like I said, some people's situations is different. Like, they have no choice. That's what they grow up to. That's what they idolize since young. That's what they look up to. So it becomes a way of life. But that's not no life I want to live. I'll be honest with y'all. I'm just trying to get money, chill with beautiful women, enjoy the world, bro, and live life to the fullest.
Shiesty himself says before the age of 15, you're gonna lose a close friend in Memphis. Guaranteed someone close to you is gonna get killed. Around 2016, he lost his best friend Trey Day, which turned his heart cold. Pooh Shiesty vowed to live with no remorse from that day forward and be a menace to society. And after he graduated high school in 2018, Chopper Gang had many streams of income flowing in, and they started using some of this money they were making to pay for studio time.
I just turned up. You said brrr.
It was one of those rare cases where the music blew up out the gate. They dropped their first song, Breaking News, near the end of 2018.
Might have
and
to
by
react
2019,
to that.
they were buzzing. Shiesty's childhood friend Big 30 got signed to fellow Memphis artist Moneybagg Yo. Meanwhile, Shiesty was still a free agent, dropping his.
So it might not be an issue then. Shiesty's best friend is signed to Moneybagg Yo. Moneybagg Yo signed to Yo Gotti. So who knows? Maybe there's not an issue between Gucci and Yo Gotti anymore.
singles every other week, racking in views. This caught the attention of Guap, who was in the middle of building his 1017 roster, looking for the grimiest artists he could find. Of course, Guap was the original Slime. You remember hearing stories of a young Gucci Mane terrorizing the industry. Famously, the first time he met French Montana to do a song together, French paid him $5,000 and waited in the studio patiently, while Gucci took the money and left out the back door.
Gucci didn't like French. Because the first time he went to the studio to do a song
heard that
with him,
story.
he paid Gucci $5,000 to get on the feature, and he was just sitting in the studio, but Gucci was going out the back door.
I'll tell you what, Gucci know who to do that to. Think he'd do that to 50? I don't think he would do that to 50.
Like, he wasn't doing nothing. And I said, Gucci, you can't do no shit like that.
And that's the same energy Gucci saw in
That's
Pooh
Waka
Shiesty.
Flocka's
After
mom.
hearing one song on YouTube, he hit up Pooh on IG to get the paperwork ready for a major label deal with Atlantic. Chopper Gang was laughing to the bank. The industry fucked up and let some real gangsters in. Big Scar, who's also from South Memphis and just happens to be Pooh Shiesty's cousin, he's a founding member of a clique called Double R that's been in a brutal war at home in Memphis for quite some time. And up until this point, Big Scar was strictly in the streets, handling business, and never really considered himself a rapper. Until one day, he actually blew up off a reaction video done by a YouTuber named Tommy Craze, who reacted to Big Scar's first ever song when it had only 5 views in 9 hours.
How about Big Scar, make a play, 5 views 9 hours ago. Man, that was so hard. Definitely co-sign this track. Big Scar, make a play, go and check it out.
That song went on to...
You see the power of reaction videos, y'all? A big reaction YouTuber reacted to Big Scar. It only had 5 views, and it took off after that. Don't doubt the power of a reaction, man. That's why these labels that be copywriting every fucking video dudes do, they gotta chill out with that, bro. They gotta let us eat too, because we play a role. We play a pivotal role in this shit. Feel me? And it's not right that half our money is taken away to the labels that got billions of dollars because they want to copyright shit when we actually giving our own opinion, breaking shit down, and it's not just the song, you know, we put a lot into it. So hit that like button, subscribe if you're this far in the video, man.
Double R has been in a brutal war at home in Memphis for quite some time. And up until this point, Big Scar was strictly in the streets, handling business, and never really considered himself a rapper. Until one day, he actually blew up off a reaction video done by a YouTuber named Tommy Craze, who reacted to Big Scar's first ever song when it had only 5 views in 9 hours.
Damn.
Big Scar, make a play, 5 views 9 hours ago. Man, that was so hard. Definitely co-sign this track. Big Scar, make a play, go and check it out.
I got something to react to now.
Millions of views, and 2 months later, after Shiesty became a major label artist, and with only 2 songs ever published, his cousin Big Scar inked a deal with Gucci, making Chopper Gang and their affiliates the single biggest movement coming out of the Mid-South. And with all this attention on Memphis, it brought more drama to the city. Pooh Shiesty was living up to his name and began taking shots at another Memphis rapper named Big Boogie.
You at, Big Boogie? The Boogster. Where you at? Hey, Boogie, hey, Red Ron, I would get out there in the street with your gang, me by myself. The whole gang right now today in like 30 minutes on live, all this shit. Why you say something back, cuz? You did that out of your fans, cuz. You let your fans boot your head up, cuz. You done cost yourself. You got shows and shit ahead of you, bro.
Boogie's a rising artist out of Fraser, which is the north super country part of Memphis. Seems like a good guy. According to Boogie, they never met a day in their life, but Shiesty claims when he pulled up in the north to see Boogie, it was a whole different story.
Oh, you been running from me, bro.
You been running.
You been running from me, bro. You know what happened in the north, bro, when I pulled up, came on your side, bro. You know what happened.
And Pooh is so petty, he even went as far as naming a strain of weed Red Rum, after Big Boogie's crew, Red Rum, just so he could say that he's smoking on that Red Rum pack. And the bigger you get, the bigger the target you become in Memphis. Just a few days after he went back and forth with Shiesty on social media, Big Boogie's concert in Mississippi got shot up. It was the scene of a double murder. 50 shots in total were fired from 5 different guns, hitting Big Boogie's friend Jasmine, who was on stage with him, and she later died in Boogie's arms. Fast forward a few months later to November 6th. Durk and Pooh Shiesty linked up to drop the audio for the song Back in Blood.
One of the hottest
the same
tracks.
day where King Von passed away in Atlanta after an altercation with Quando Rondo.
Son, when we heard about the Vaughn situation and I seen Durk on that live, and they was playing that song, I'm like, bro, I knew right then and there that song was a banger. I'm like, I need to hear that song before it came out. When Dirk was bumping it on that live when he found out that Vaughn got shot. And I still think that's one of the hottest songs out. Still, right now, still doing numbers.
Shots in total were fired from 5 different guns, hitting Big Boogie's friend Jasmine, who was on stage with him, and she later died in Boogie's arms. Fast forward a few months later to November 6th. Dirk and Pooh Shiesty linked up to drop the audio for the song Back in Blood. That's the same day where King Von passed away in Atlanta after an altercation with Quando Rondo outside the Monaco Hookah Lounge. Shiesty and Dirk had already filmed the music video back in Chicago, but chose not to release it yet. This was, in many ways, the mainstream's introduction to Pooh Shiesty. A few more weeks went by and the song continued to climb the charts. Then randomly, at 6 in the morning on a Tuesday in December, Shiesty posts this cryptic warning to Facebook. Drop that song and you're not gonna live to see that baby get here. That's when New Year's came around, January 1st, 2021. A Memphis crew called EBG put out a remix to Back in Blood, going after Shiesty, responding to everything he said on the original track. They got Choppa Gang Killer, CGK, on their t-shirts. Pooh responded immediately, saying this had to be the worst move this gang ever made, and that he did 18 million views off of them before he even said their name. The very next day, Shiesty dropped the music video that he filmed with Dirk back in Chicago, making Back in Blood the trending topic once again, shooting all the way up the Billboard rankings. EBG's remix was getting taken down left and right due to copyrights, so EBG's main rapper E Jizzle dropped another diss track called Rumors, which ran up in views quickly, hitting 1 million views in less than a week. Then, Jizzle was shot 3 times just days after this second diss track went live.
Damn.
I bet I can do this. I can do this. Who this is? Who? I can't walk. I can't walk. Cool, boy.
3 bullets hit his arm, and after getting them removed, Jizzle was back on the block wearing a cast, just in time to drop his 3rd diss track called Paralyzed. To add to the unfortunate timing, Pooh Shiesty's brother, who had been on life support fighting for every breath, was pronounced dead just hours before EBG released this new diss.
His brother?
As it stands, the song has nearly 4.
Don't you think that's relevant information that we should have been heard about? I didn't know he had a brother that was on life support, bro. That's actually more interesting than everything else you was just talking about. That's crazy.
To add to the unfortunate timing, Pooh Shiesty's brother, who had been on life support fighting for every breath, was pronounced dead just hours before EBG released this new diss. As it stands, the song has nearly 400,000 views in a week. EBG Jizzle went from a couple thousand followers to 50,000 almost overnight. And Memphis has pretty much been in a frenzy
Not a
ever
rapper.
since. But yeah, man, let me know if there's a video you want me to cover in the comments below. I will see you in the next.
All right, man, I think this was a entertaining video from Trap Geek. Very interesting to hear about Pooh Shiesty's upbringing, where he comes from, his family ties, his father. Sky's a menace to society, bro. He's a modern day old dog, bro. But Pooh Shiesty, I think he's dope as an artist. And like I said, hopefully Gucci Mane sits him down and talk to him. But with a person like that, will he listen? That's, you know, who knows? Hopefully he listens if he wants to have a career and be alive to enjoy the fruits of his labor. But yeah, it's just crazy, man. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to check out some of these songs that they were talking about in this video. If y'all want me to do some reactions. And yeah, let me know what you think. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Dollars. I'ma holla. I'm out.